Jamree Kromah was recently signed to the New England Patriots 53-man roster from the Chicago Bears practice squad in order to fill the void left by outside linebacker Oshane Ximines, who was placed on IR with a knee injury. Kromah's path to the Patriots has been interesting, and his profile is definitely worth some analysis. So here are my notes from this draft class. I first noticed Jamree while trying to do some research on JMU's leading edge rusher, Jalen Green. And at that time, I noticed Kromah was primarily playing on the interior defensive line, where I initially pegged him as a pass rush defensive tackle to work in combination with Green, but also played some defensive end opposite Green to create a power duo for JMU's first FBS season. The first thing you notice about Jamree is his powerful frame and disruptive presence in the trenches. This is by far his standout trait. He is either setting an edge or bursting the pocket. But after seeing his impressive pro day performance, it became clear his physical attributes made him a serious contender to play a variety of positions with big upside at the edge position when he got to the NFL level. Kromah's ability to both rush the passer and stop the run makes him a valuable addition to New England's defense. His relentless motor and versatility are his defining traits. In pass rush, Kromah combines power with finesse. His elite 1.6 second 10-yard split on his 40 is evident with his explosive first step, which allows him to generate immediate pressure on offensive tackles. He often uses a bull rush to collapse the pocket, but also flashes the finesse to win with his swim move to disengage and shoot through the gaps. His 35.25-inch arms give him an extra reach advantage, keeping blockers at bay and allowing him to shed blocks effectively. Beyond his pass rush moves, Kromah's lateral agility, highlighted by his 4.63 second shuttle, helps him bend around the edge, creating consistent pressure on opposing quarterbacks. His ability to dip and maintain speed through contact makes him a dangerous edge presence in New England's defensive schemes, which rotates its edge defenders to keep offensive lines on their heels. As he continues to develop, adding some more counter moves such as a spin or an inside rip will definitely enhance his pass rushing repertoire. Kromah's impact as a run stopper is equally impressive. Standing 6'3" and weighing 275 pounds, he may not have the bulk of a traditional defensive tackle, but his explosive lower body strength is evidenced by his 31-inch vertical and 10-foot broad, allowing him to hold his ground against double teams and maintain gap integrity. He's adept at setting the edge and forcing runs back inside, using his length and power to control blockers and keep his gap secure. His quickness also enables him to disengage from blocks, allowing him to fill gaps and chase down ball carriers from the backside. Now, the Patriots saw Kromah's potential to step in as a dynamic replacement for Ximines while he's on IR, particularly in their versatile defensive scheme. His elite 10-yard split and explosive burst make him a threat in passing situations, while his agility and strength allow him to set the edge effectively in the run game. With his athleticism, Kromah is also a prime candidate for special teams, and hopefully we see him carve out a more significant role on defense as the season moves along. I would like to see him have a similar role to Keion White, where he's securing the edge on early downs and then is set loose to wreak havoc on passing downs, both on the edge and the interior. I am not sure about his stand-up game, but something to keep an eye on. Overall, Kromah's rise from under-the-radar prospect at JMU to a spot on the Patriots' active roster speaks volumes to his work ethic and adaptability. Now, with a chance to prove himself in New England, fans should be excited about his potential to make an impact on the Patriots' defensive rotation. Now, I try not to be hyperbolic about things, but this is a great pickup for the Patriots. Good move following the loss of Bentley and Ximines. And on top of that, not having Barmore. The guy can do pass rush. The guy helps with the run stuff. Having that versatility on the 53-man roster right now is really important. I'm not saying he's a replacement for Bentley. I'm not saying he's a replacement for Ximines, and obviously not saying he's a replacement for Barmore. But having a guy who can play at multiple spots on the defensive line is going to be key, especially if they ask Jennings to play more of a linebacker role. And Keion White's going to have to play more of his Viper responsibilities here and there. Or they have to bounce Keion White onto the inside to play more of a Barmore role going forward. It makes sense. It's a good move. Hopefully we get to see him sooner than later. I wish him the best of luck, and I'm excited for him. Anyway, what do you guys think of Jamree? Do you think he's a good pickup? What do you think he's going to play? When are you going to see him play? Let me know in the comment section below. If you guys like this content, please like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.